Hi folks, this is Alan Tyson along with my bud Josh Aubrey. Well, who could have thunk it? On a day when our defense didn't allow a touchdown after the 10-minute, 45-second mark of the second quarter, our offense just couldn't come back from an early 21-7 deficit, putting up their lowest point total of the season in a loss 36-17 to the Cajuns from the Creole State. Paul Johnson used to say, in order to win efficiently, you have to run the football and stop the other team from running it. Now, some of you might say that that means you have to completely shut down the other team's run game and have your offense rush for over 300 yards. Well, the truth of the matter is you don't even have to outrush your opponent, though that is always a good thing. What you do have to do is run the ball more efficiently than your defense allows them to run it. To my point, so many things are affected by the threat to run the football. Third down efficiency. Another one is red zone efficiency. And of course, time of possession. How about these stats? In our first 8 games of the season, we ran the ball an average of 32 times per game for 158 total yards. That's 5 yards per carry. And we also scored 18 touchdowns on the ground. In those games where we compiled a 5-3 record, we were 55% on third down efficiency. We scored 94% of the time that we got in the red zone, and in those 8 games, we were only outpossessed by a total of 10 minutes. In our last 2 games, we rushed the ball for a total of 160 yards on 43 attempts. That's 3.7 yards per carry. And we only scored 1 touchdown on the ground. We were a combined 6 of 26 on third down for a 26% efficiency, and we only scored 54% of the times we got in the red zone. On the other hand, our opponents rushed the ball 563 times on 94 attempts. That's 6 yards per carry, and they scored 4 touchdowns on the ground. Now, although we only allowed them 38% on third down, they were 82% in the red zone, and they outpossessed us by a combined 17 minutes. Result of those 2 games, I think we know that. Got to run it efficiently, Big Blue. As for today, it's hard to believe, but our Eagles will be playing their 11th game of the season as Marshall has flown in from what John Denver called almost heaven for the 7th meeting between the 2 schools, though they haven't met since 1996. At 6-4, the Thundering Herd, who have beaten the likes of Notre Dame, James Madison, and Appalachian State, will be trying to preserve their 6th straight winning season. These doggies from the home of Don Knotts like to run the football. They have rushed it on 61% of their plays this season. But they have really been not very impressive on offense, only scoring an average of 23 points per game. Their defense, on the other hand, has been pretty doggone sporty, only allowing 16 points per contest. They like to load the box and force you to throw. By the way, they've intercepted 14 passes this season. With our birds sitting at 5-5, it's down to cases if we plan to go bowling. Coming off what is arguably our worst game of the season last week, I look for our men in blue to come out mad as wet setting hens and execute our game plan to perfection en route to stomping these strays from the Switzerland of America as they become eligible for postseason play. Mash these moo cows from the Mountain State Eagles.
And folks, you just can't beat that. And you just can't beat Georgia Southern. And you ain't seen nothing yet.